Greetings from the Black Hills of South Dakota. Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV Whiskey 1 Golf Victor. The date, 11 February 2014. The time, 2:55 p.m. Mountain Standard, which translates into 21:55 Zulu. You're listening to W1AW in Newington, Connecticut, sending code practice at 15 words a minute, and note the frequency. For the past several days, they have been coming in on this band 10 meters until about 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. Let's go down and see that they're coming in like crazy, like I was going to say like gangbusters, but I know that certain people would nail me with their trite scan programs. Let the listener understand. Not quite as strong on the 18 megahertz band. Let's go down to 14 megahertz. Not quite so strong there either. So they're, as has been the case also in the past several days, until about 5 o'clock p.m., maybe 6 o'clock, signals on 15 meters have been excellent. Now, if we listen down on 7 megahertz, we got two problems. Number one, look at that noise level. CW filter is in, 500 hertz bandwidth. We're still getting noise levels up towards S9. So I wouldn't expect to be able to hear this station, W1AW, even if they were there. But as the afternoon wears on, the signals will begin to perk up down here on 40 meters, and they'll die off first on 28 megahertz. And it sounds like they're almost starting to already. Then 21 megahertz will follow as the maximum usable frequency declines. Then probably later in the evening, 14 megahertz will die. Between here and Connecticut. Now going down to South America and things like that is another story. Now, it's been my experience in about almost 50 years in this hobby now that the bands above 10 megahertz, the HF bands above 10 megahertz, that is 20, 15, 10, 12, and 17 meters, tend to be better during the daytime and when the propagation paths are over the daylight side of the planet. Whereas below 10 megahertz, that is 1.8, 3.5, 5, and 7 megahertz, they tend to be better over darkness paths. At the 10 megahertz ham radio band, just curious, let's see what's on there right now. On this band, it can teeter-totter one way or the other. I don't hear much on this band now. In my experience so far, this band, the 10 megahertz band, has behaved more like the bands below it. That is to say, more like 40 meters than like 20 meters. But it's a wonderful little slot to have, 50 kilohertz here. So right now, if I wanted to copy the bulletin from W1AW, which is just about ready to come up at 18 words a minute, I would use this band right now. So explore to your heart's content. I've got some new equipment for mobile and portable operation that I'm kind of putting together. I'm kind of trying to scrounge the parts that I need, but I'm going to have hopefully a mobile station with a Yaesu FT 857D that can be converted into a portable station with an MFJ 17-foot whip antenna on the vehicle, 100 feet of coax into the little cabin that I'll rent, I keep saying this, in the wilderness, and power that radio with a deep cycle marine battery. If I do go on that adventure later this winter, and I'm trying to get motivated, you know. If I do go on that adventure, I will most certainly make a series of videos about it and share them with you. Stan Gibilisco, W1GV Whiskey 1 Golf Victor, transplanted New Englander, out to the Black Hills of South Dakota. Until next time, 73, and so long.